once had a much older, much wiser, mostly older person say to me, "There are many angry people in this life who've grown accustomed to their roles as frightening symbols in our society. Their anger often becomes their self-expression, and their presence often affects society with their sense of spite, dementia, and malice." Wise words, yes? They'd often come to mind during early afternoons, during my wake-up beverage, as I look out this cafe window, as I look out at Mad Tom. Mad Tom was a raging asshole, a man of considerable class, in my opinion. He had one of the most obsessive forms of expression I had ever seen, along with many tricks up his sleeve. He would often mock and mirror those who passed by him on the street. On one occasion, he described a rather well-dressed man as the smug young ruler who built his empire upon quicksand, and then portrayed his walking companion as his living dead slave. And sometimes he would run right up behind someone. Following close behind, they would begin to feel his deep stare on the back of their skulls. When they turned around, he would shove his finger into their face and scream, "I'm a man like you!" For years, his antics became part of my daily routine, and even I got in on the act on certain occasions. I remember one time, he described me as the joyous little monster who views the world without scruple. I nearly wept with honor. Yet, I still wish I knew what he meant by that. But that thought has gotten old, and so did Tom's antics. And the people who strolled by his perch each day began ignoring him as well. I'm so! They stopped humoring his in-your-face existence, and he slowly became like the rest of the scenery. Pleasant to look at, but only worth a quick picture. Yet Tom was not the type to let his little show just die. What kind of artist would let that happen? So it went on like the same old freak show for months. I have a corner in this club! For years, really. And I'm taking you to lunch with it! Yeah! You want it? We're all hungry! Come on! I don't know what's worse! These fleas or these worms? Soon enough, people began to avoid his little neck of the woods. With few passers-by, it became rare to see his extravagant nature inflicted upon some unsuspecting bystander. I suppose there were times when I could have visited old Tom myself. But I think we both knew neither of us would have gained much out of such interaction. So I continued just to watch him, day in and day out. Sad to say it now, but just the sight of him began to wear me down. I began to grow sick of this attention whore. And where everyone else saw a harmless old prankster, I began to see the threat, the distraction, and danger of Mad Tom. I heard the anger in his voice and saw the threats in his movement.